Okay, so you only need one lens for your Lumix GX85, and it's this one right here, the 20mm f1.7. And I'm going to convince you why by the end of this video with 3 reasons. Reason number 1 is the look, the weight, the feel, the fit, the finish. It's incredible. It looks like it was made specifically for this camera. It's compact, it's lightweight, it's well built, and there's really nothing else to add to that category. So let's go to number 2, which is the focal length. 40 millimeters is my personal favorite for everyday carry. Sometimes when I take out a 35 millimeter and a 50 millimeter, I wish that I had one or the other or something in between. I love both of those focal lengths, but sometimes they just don't feel flexible enough. But with the 40 millimeter, I never have any regrets. It is the perfect length for me because I feel like I can do wider stuff, I can add context to my photos, or I can do some tighter stuff and do some portraits of friends, family, pets, whatever. And so then that brings me to number 3, which is the price. This lens brand new is $267. This Fuji 23mm, which would be a 35mm equivalent, is $450 brand new. And this Nikon 35mm full frame lens is $850 brand new. And so I'm not trying to compare them or say that, there's more value one way or the other, but what I am trying to say is that you can get this body and this lens for under $800 brand new. And I think if you're being a little bit vigilant, you can probably get it used for under $600. And that's a really exciting proposal for someone who's trying to get into photography for the first time, or even someone who's been into photography, but they're looking for like a small, fun camera that they can just kind of throw in their bag and take some snaps with. And so for that reason, I think that this lens is unbeatable. But I do have a couple of things that I want to mention in case you fall in this camp. So if I had to have a con, I guess, there's really only one. If I had to have a con for this lens, it's that the Lumix GX85 has 4 focus modes, AF single, AF full, AF continuous, and manual focus. This lens only supports AF single. To me, that's not an issue, not in photo, not in video. But for you, if you like to be able to have autofocus during video, or if you feel like you want to be able to track a subject moving across the frame, then that could definitely be something to consider. But like I said, not a knock for me, not something that I ever miss or ever really think about. And honestly, when I switch other lenses on this camera that do have that capability, I often still keep it on AF single. So yeah, that might just be how I use the camera. But those are my thoughts. Let me know what yours are. And if you have any questions about this lens, definitely feel free to drop them in the comments. Next video, hopefully, will either be about my editing style for the Lumix GX85, or maybe I'll do some film versus digital photos in 2025, but we'll see. Catch you then.